Yunnan under siege. Public officials ambushed by armed citizenry officers, reportedly overwhelmed. Mojiang, Yunnan May 02, 2025 alarming, albeit hilariously chaotic. Reports are flooding in from the normally serene Yunnan province, detailing what can only be described as a large-scale, coordinated assault on public officials. Eyewitnesses speak of widespread hostilities as throngs of citizens, brandishing meticulously prepared weaponry, launched a fierce offensive against unsuspecting law enforcement and government personnel. The attackers, reportedly numbering in the hundreds if not thousands, displayed remarkable zeal. Their firepower proved so overwhelming that the typically unflappable local police force was observed to be visibly outmaneuvered, with some officers reportedly engaging in tactical retreats and even seeking cover behind startled street vendors and bewildered tourists. "It was bedlam," gasped one observer who wished to remain anonymous, possibly to avoid further retaliation. "They came out of nowhere, armed to the teeth with something dark and powdery. The officers didn't stand a chance. Indeed, the munitions employed by this surprisingly well-organized civilian militia appeared to be a highly effective, if unconventional, dark particulate. Uniforms were compromised within seconds, official vehicles redecorated, and the stern faces of authority were, quite literally, defaced with what looked like war paint, albeit suspiciously joyful war paint. One minute I'm writing a parking ticket, the next I'm in a cloud of happiness dust." A bewildered traffic warden who now resembled a particularly cheerful chimney sweep was quoted as saying, "My sergeant tried to call for backup, but he was too busy trying to get a cock of powder smiley face off his riot shield. Before you alert the international community or send in peacekeeping troops, let's clarify. This dangerous incident, this brazen uprising, was, in fact, a pre-planned, government-sanctioned, and utterly delightful explosion of cultural expression. The annual Yunnan Westward Migration Festival and its legendary Mohe Jie, the Smearing Black Festival. Yes, the weapons were bags of harmless, specially formulated kaka powder, a mix of local coffee grounds and plant-based charcoal. The fierce assault was a beloved tradition where smearing each other, especially authority figures, with this black powder is a sign of affection, a way to ward off evil spirits, and an invitation for good fortune. The retreating and hiding police, more like officers good-naturedly trying to dodge the inevitable, often with grins wider than the streaks of black on their faces. So, while attacking police might be the tongue-in-cheek description, the reality is a vibrant celebration where, for a few days, the blacker you are, the luckier and happier you're considered to be. The only real casualties here, a whole lot of soap and perhaps a few dignity points, all playfully surrendered in the name of tradition. Order is expected to be restored once the last pouch of kaka powder has been joyfully deployed. Until next year, Yunnan.